Welcome everyone. Today I'm going to be presenting on an evaluation of 3 different educational technology tools. So I'm going to talk about Blocksy, Nearpod, and Remind. Each are from a different classroom category, which would be classroom management, content delivery, and communications. So these tools are evaluated for their instructional fit, FERPA compliance, and overall impact using the SAMR technology framework. So first I'll introduce each tool and the category it belongs to. Then we'll examine whether each is a FERPA compliant and what kind of student data it collects. I'll walk through what each tool does and how it functions within the classroom. I'll apply the SAMR model to each one to evaluate how they enhance or transform teaching and learning in the classroom. Finally, I'll share a summary and just how I use them in my school district, because each of these 3 products I have personally used in my classroom. So, an overview on Blocksy. Blocksy falls under the classroom management. It is a powerful tool for managing students' activity on school-issued Chromebooks or laptops. It allows teachers to monitor screens in real time, control tabs, block websites, and message students. It's typically licensed at the district level, and students log in using their Google or Microsoft School accounts. Blocksy is FERPA compliant and collects data like browsing history, open tabs, and time spent on learning tasks. This information stays within district managed systems. So Blocksy and the SAMR evaluation. So using that SAMR framework, Blocksy falls under augmentation. It substitutes traditional walk-around monitoring and augments it by giving teachers instant visibility and control over digital behavior. While it doesn't completely change what's being taught, it enhances how learning is managed. It reduces off-task behavior and creating a more focused classroom. This tool is a strong enhancer of digital discipline, and I would recommend it. I use it every single day. I pull it up on my personal computer and it has every student's screen on there. I'm able to see what the students are doing. I can instantly send a message to them. I can instantly close down their browser. So if I'm teaching and they're supposed to be doing something and they're on a different website, I can tell and I can instantly close it down. I still walk around my classroom, but you can't see all the computers at once. No matter how great of a teacher are, you just can't do it. So this is just that fast evaluation. I can make sure everybody's on tasks and doing what they're supposed to do. So next up, we're going to talk about Nearpod. So Nearpod is a content delivery tool that transforms how we present information and how we present lessons. It allows teachers to create and deliver interactive lessons that include videos, polls, and quizzes. It also has virtual reality field trips, drawing tools, and more, all in real time or self-paced modes. Student can join lessons with a code. They don't need a login unless it's homework. Nearpod is FERPA compliant and gathers students' names, their responses, and engagement data, which helps guide instruction and improve outcomes. So Nearpod and the SAMR evaluation, it sits at the modification level. So it goes beyond traditional slide presentations by allowing students to interact, collaborate, and reflect within that same platform. This tool significantly transforms content delivery, letting teachers access in real time and students learn in a more personalized and engaging way. It's a great option for promoting active participation and meaningful learning. So I wanted to touch base again on that. So the students enter a code. You can do it so it's broadcasted on, I put it on my smartboard, so it's broadcasted off my computer. And then you can see all the students' remarks on everything on their polls. If there's questions, if there's drawings, if there's a game, you can see kind of how everybody answered or what score they got. If you do that self-paced mode, those students have the same option to go do everything that you did in class, but at home at their own pace. So it really enhances the learning. They get to play a game right while you're learning it. They get to answer questions. They have poll questions. They have charts, all sorts of different things. So next one is the Remind tool. and the Remind tool falls under the communication category. Remind is a secure messaging platform for teachers, students, and families. It allows you to send announcement, reminders, or direct messages, all without needing personal phone numbers. It's FERPA compliant and only collects minimal personal data like name, contact information, and message logs. Parents and teachers can opt in using a class code, which it makes it easy to adopt and implement. So now in regards to the SAMR evaluations, Remind fits in between substitution and augmentation. It replaces traditional notes and emails with faster, trackable communication and adds useful features like translation and delivery confirmation. While it doesn't fully redefine communication, it enhances the reach and efficiency of how we stay in touch with our school families, especially for those multilingual communities or those without access to email. I feel like we use this at my school and it's very nice. However, I've never used the translation filter. So I'm hoping that my school district could teach me about that and I could start using that because I think it'd be very beneficial. So now I'm hoping that these links will work so I can kind of show you a brief overview of what the websites look like. So to wrap up, a summary of all three tools. Blocksy enhances the classroom control through real-time monitoring. Nearpod transforms how we deliver and access content. And Remind enhances communications, accessibility, and consistency. So let's see if these will open while I'm on here. So this is my actual classroom that I use. So I can pull up, it has a timer. Most of our classes are 60 something minutes. So then it's set at 70. So I can restart it if I need to, but I don't want to open it up because it has students' names. So I have my business communication class. I would just open that up. It would have all my students' screens on there and I would be able to evaluate what they're doing in my class. So next one is Nearpod. So here's my Nearpods to kind of show you what I've created. This is just like a little glimpse of what I've done. So I have this business communication one. I would just hit teach and that's where it would generate that code and my students would then click on the link, type in the code, and then be able to choose if they want that teacher instructed or the self-paced. And let me pull up this last one, which is the Remind app. Sorry, it's going to be slow for a sec. So this shows just some of my different classes. It has my accounting and I would just type in this message and it would send it to the parent and then we'd be able to talk back and forth. So that's just an example of all three of those tools that I've used. If you have any questions, please feel free to send me a message. I think it's always great to talk to somebody that's actually used the products. So thank you.